Islamic communist occupation. We are an occupied nation every bit as much as those nations in which we've had our troops. As when we were in Iraq and Afghanistan, America is an occupied nation by foreign, and by Islamic and communist. The communists and the Muslims, they're very compatible. They've had an unholy alliance now since 1928. They're totally engrossed in every aspect of our government. And we need to take our nation back, don't we?
Sure do.
So your message out there to the folks that are listening is, there is no more time for you to say, why don't somebody do something? You've got to be somebody, and you've got to do it. And run to the battle. America needs, a lot of people don't understand what the word repent means, Billy. The word repent doesn't mean just to say you're sorry. The word repent means about face. It's actually a military term. It means to go in the other direction. So America has not been vigilant. First of all, we have an obligation first to God and to country and to each other, don't we?
Absolutely, and all will agree, all will agree, and the enemy is within the homeland, and we still refuse to turn around, we still refuse to, we're arrogant for an almighty God, and the Lord will not be long, I'm not a religious dad, but I'm a Christian, and I kind of hate to talk all this way, but I'm not a theologian as I said, but I almost believe America has reached a new point. We've rejected God for years and years as a nation, but it seems to me that our leaders now in leading our country are to the point of mocking God.
They are. You're absolutely right. Believe me, you are absolutely right. And that's what we were talking about tonight. We have a class that I teach on Wednesday nights. It's called The Bible and Current Events. And we were talking about how exactly what you're talking about, showing you how America has been mocking God, how America has been trying to stick their finger, a rebellious finger, in the face of a holy God. And God is, and they don't see it, you see. God is judging his country and is coming down, but they don't see it.
You're absolutely right. I believe you. I agree with you. I mean, it doesn't make any difference if I agree with you or not, but I do. But I mean, you're right about what I believe you're right exactly about what you're saying. And we don't even realize, that we are under that judgment right now. That's why the things that are happening are happening. And thing is what happened. We Christians, we as Christians have, we slaughter our young, and we're arrogant of what we get. The walls are free. The enemy is in the homeland. Yet we continue like things are going well as a society. When we're so close and so precious. It may be too late. We don't know. I mean, we could be done. But God doesn't say we have to win. He has to do what's right.
Well, you're right. He says don't worry about that victory part. He's going to bring that with him. But you're right too. When they say 56 million, believe me, I've been in the pro-life movement now since 1973. And in that time, I can tell you this. In this ministry here, we've saved over 23,000 babies from abortion over those years.
Wow.
And we haven't had one boring day. When you start, to us, they're the image of God. They're human beings. To the opposition out there, those liberals, they're money. And every time that we save a baby, we take money, mammon, out of their pocket in their greed. But all through the Bible, you'll see that God brought the harshest punishment on a nation for killing their children. And he even reduced them at one point to cannibalism. And so that's where we're at in America today. But I was just saying earlier, Billy, that at the same time, there has never been a better opportunity for us in America right now to place up crowns in heaven. This is, see, God raised up the Old Testament prophets for their time, the New Testament prophets for their day, the founding fathers in this nation for their day. He's raised us up. But you see, most people still don't realize this is our time to run to this battle right now and to place up those crowns in glory. In other words, Billy, you know what? If you want to be a starter, you have to get off the bench and get on the field. And this is.
Billy knows all about that. But his son was a star. Well, would have been a star football player. Had he not hurt his knee, would have changed everything.
Yep. Well, I want to thank you for what you're doing, and we're going to be. I know that you're still at that event there, and we're coming up to a break, but we will be looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, October the 18th there. And you guys, you're probably someplace every day, aren't you?
Well, we actually, you know what, that's just about true. If we're not driving, we gotta drive, we gotta, we're someplace 16, and then we're driving 17, we all be 18. That way the rest of the month, except for 3 days after the 11th, we have nothing to do, and we're gonna take a little break there, between, not at home, but somewhere over in the, kind of in the mountains somewhere that somebody let us use their cabin.
You're gonna go hide out, huh?
We are, and then we're gonna head up to the Gulf for sure, for sure, and I just have to apologize again, Dan, because we called him when I was smoking at night, and well, I tell you what, I about freaked out when I was actually speaking at the time that I was supposed to call, so it went longer, and I about freaked out when I realized what I had done, and so thank you for giving me and Karen, I was very much forward to seeing you.
Oh, very good.
Well, God bless you, and I'm looking forward to meeting you and seeing you. And you know, I lost a son myself, so I know what it's like. It's kind of feels like somebody just reached in and pulled your heart out, huh?
Well, it does. Anything it is, I mean, the best way I can describe it, it's not natural order, you grow up knowing there'll probably be a sad day, when your parents die, but you just never dream in your mind about, your children going through it, and so, but, Aaron was a believer, and I'm sure they'll follow that,
Well, yeah, and that right now things are better for him. I mean, again, in glory. Right now, he doesn't have a care, literally a care in the world, does he?
Right.
And that's, you see, as believers, that is such a comfort to us to know that our children have gone home to be with the Lord. And when you have to preach a funeral of a non-believer, well, I'm going to tell you. It can be a difficult thing. Well, I want to thank you again, Billy.
Okay, Billy, I'll be in touch with you. When's your next event?
We have one tomorrow night in Minneapolis.
Okay.
And then we have one Saturday afternoon back in Raleigh, North Carolina. So,
Wow.
but if you need, just call me, Dave.
I'll be in touch with you. I'll give you a buzz on Friday.
Yeah, no problem. We'll be fine Friday, but I don't get y'all. Don't get me. I'll call you right back.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay.
All right.
God bless.
Safe travels.
Try to get some rest.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right. Good night.
You do the same. All right, we're coming up to a break. When we come back, I think we'll just open the phone lines, take some calls. And what do you think about that?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, in fact, I think we have a caller. We have a caller on the line now. We'll pick that caller up as soon as we come back, because we're just about at the break, and talking about Geauga County Right to Life or Geauga County Tea Party is meeting tomorrow night. We'll be talking about that too. Get prepared. If you're not a doer of the word, boy, you don't have any time. You need to become one right away. Be right back.
WHKW Cleveland, WHKW.
Well, that was good. Even though he didn't really talk anything about the mission, that was good.
We
for
don't
your-
want him to.
Right.
We just
right.
want him to.
But it was good that everybody, this audience, heard that they're big Christians.
Yeah. Well,
And Aaron was.
see, when we come back up, we'll talk about. He's going to be telling you what really